everybody, what's going on? Welcome to BFR Tuesday. Sorry for the little late start. Just flew in from Indianapolis, seeing the Georgia Bulldogs win a national championship last night. What a cool event. Was just jumped off the plane, so here I am. So if you have any questions regarding BFR, that's what I do this for. Just type a question in the chat section. I'm going to say hello. But you can put that question in there and I'll be happy to answer. What's up, Lewis? All right, any questions? All right, if no questions, let me think what I can bring to the table. My brain is not functioning on all cylinders today. Trying to think something that came in last week. So using BFR to augment your normal workouts. I'm going to be doing some videos from my home gym here soon. But thinking about programming for areas that you want to complement. So you do your normal workout, and then you've got some areas that you want to work on, either fitness-wise or strength-wise or size-wise. For me, a common concern for me is calf strength. I've had numerous calf tears, strains, and so having to consistently work on strengthening would be something that I would do complement with. I would also tend to do some complement lifting for my shoulder to overhead pressing. So how would you program that? Most of my workouts are divided into either a push-pull for lower extremity or upper extremity or a combo. So on my upper body push days, I would complement with BFR after my workout with 1 or 2 exercises with a push. So for example, if I'm doing upper body bench press or an incline press, that day I would probably complement with some of the smaller muscle groups. Like you could do a tricep extension, you could do a dumbbell shoulder to overhead, you could do a barbell press from the front. And, I typically don't program normal, calf work in. So I would do, calf raise either seated with the knee bent or calf raise straight legged in order to get a different muscle group. So that's sort of how I would do it, using pull push paradigm for augmentation after your normal workout. I would definitely do BFR after, because you're going to pre-fatigue the bigger muscle groups with your normal fitness, and then you'll be ready to go with your BFR for the smaller muscle groups typically, or at least isolated type exercise versus compound. Compound meaning multiple joints, isolated meaning single joint movements. So a bicep curl versus a row or a lat pull down, multiple joints, compound exercise. bicep curls, single joint, elbow flexion. That would be singular. All right, Lewis, any research or comments using BFR outside the typical 30, 15, 15, 15? For example, 30 reps set followed by 1 or 2 sets to volitional failure. Sure. Numerous studies. I'm a proponent of, if you're going to take it to failure, just know you're going to need a couple extra days in between sessions for that body area, because you are going to cause some exercise-induced muscle damage. Not a bad thing. Just know that you're not going to do back-to-back days like that for the same muscle group. Anytime that we're looking at going to failure, we're really focusing on strength. So my loads will tend typically be lower. So I'll be closer to the 20% 1 rep max, and doing lower pressures. Sorry, wait, what did I say? No. So I would do higher loads, closer to 40% of my 1 rep max for the lift, and I would do lower pressures. The pressures and the loads are inverse relationship, meaning higher pressures, I'm going to use lower loads. And the same is true. I'm going to use lower pressures. I'm going to use higher loads. And I typically reserve those for strength. Yeah, so look out for those videos on my YouTube channel. I'm going to try to start posting those at least weekly, augmentation type lifts or supplemental lifts or other things like that. Just got a new camera, so I'm going to see how that all works. All right, well, I better get at it here, just since I just flew in. Thanks, guys, so much for joining. If any questions come up, feel free to email me at edlacara.com or drlacara@bfruniversity.com. And I'll be back next week. Thanks so much.